Hello, my name is Uni, and welcome back to my survival world. I am flying over this way to get a nice view for everyone here so you can see the Alpine Village where we started this world off, all up here next to that wheat farm and up in these trees. But today we are starting off the year of 2024 with a really cool project. Now, I need to make sure everyone knows that these are going to be coming out monthly now because I have the other series that you've seen over with Kingcraft that will be coming out every month as well. So there'll be 2 videos per month. And this is the first episode of the year on the survival world once again, season 3 of it. And this is where we will be working today. Now, there's a perfectly good reason as to why I chose this area for today's project, and that is because it has a great entrance and exit. Now, what does that mean? And what is that for? Well, it's a great entrance and exit for airplanes. And today I am building an airport. Yes, you probably saw it in the title, the thumbnail, everything over there. But we have lots of work to do here. I got to get started on the first time lapse of 2024. This is going to be a big one. And one of the reasons I decided I wanted to do these episodes monthly now is 1, I wanted to bring back Kingcraft because I've been on there pretty recently. And 2, I wanted to make even bigger builds than last year. It is a lot more lucrative to spend an entire month and get things ready and projects built out, resources gathered, and all those great things in order to make massive builds and huge things and great episodes for everyone. So without further ado, let's start up on today's time lapse and get going because we have lots of things to start off with. And first of all, we need to clear out this land. So I've been asking myself, and I kind of want to check in with you guys. I'm a rational guy, right? You know, I'd think that I'd have some, self-control and ability to, stop, take breaks, get things, slow down a little bit. No, I barrel through things apparently, and this is one of those things. I also underestimate how big this stuff can get, and now I have this giant tarmac / runway that is now sitting in my valley here. I mean, it's great. It's what I wanted, Look at this. It's massive. But I kind of get worried for my mental health sometimes because this right here took pretty much all day yesterday, and I started to get a weird feeling in my pointer finger, the one that, presses the D key when I'm running around, so going to the right and stuff. And even on the W key there, I could feel the skin like right around near the tip of where my fingernail reaches. It started to feel weird, and I'm concerned that I might have to be careful next time I'm doing a mega build like this because I need to take breaks. I realized that, and I was just going and almost crashed and burned here. But we now have ourselves a very nice runway. This thing needs the asphalt now, of course, and we're going to get that to a second. Oh my God, my words are just falling apart today. That's okay. But let's just look at everything that's going on. You can tell that there is not much thought into the banks of this thing. And that's because in real life, it kind of looks like this. Now, aside from the fact that Endermen can come through here and just take blocks away and then leave massive holes and little weird spots everywhere, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm just going to have to maintain that as we go because, all airports and runways need to be maintained. But this is the general shape of our runways here. It's kind of like an X, a weird looking X. Not an Elon Musk X, but a nice uni X. And This right here has a particular reason for going exactly east-west. This going a little bit northeast, yeah. And the reason for that is because there are winds that come through this area, and planes need a way to land and take off. So when we're taking off, you want to go with the wind that is going to push you. So you want a wind coming at you. And I believe the term for that is, it's not a tailwind. That's the other way. I think it's a headwind. Yeah, I'm remembering basic terminology for flights and whatnot. But if you're landing, you want to have a tailwind so that you're not getting pushed up and off the runway as you are, descending and getting down onto the blocks. Now, this thing here is about 200 blocks from end to end, approximately 142 from this end to this end if we are counting diagonals, because the hypotenuse of this block here is slightly longer than the side. So 142 blocks that way equals about 200 meters in the game. But in general, they're about equal distance. And now we have to actually start working on getting all of the tarmac and the asphalt laid down with the special little lines everywhere and blinking lights, because I want to make this thing look really cool at nighttime and make it feel as if we're actually flying in on an airplane and landing down on a strip. Now, for the keen observers of the time lapse there, you may have noticed there was a little bit of some wiring going on down below the tarmac here, and that is the lighting on the sides. Every time I place one of these torches down, these lights start to cycle, and they're in about, sections of 4 lights here and there, but unfortunately, I can't quite synchronize them all, and the reason is because when I fly in and out of the airport area, the lights tend to desynchronize and turn into their own sort of thing. And so flying in and out, no matter what I do, it's going to have a different orientation of order every single time. So these are all going to be completely off, but the sun, where's the sun? It's somewhere around here. Haha! It's going down, so we'll be able to see that in a second. Still a little bit work left today to do here, but it is pretty neat. I have this nice intersection here between both our strips, and they are dotted lines to make sure that people know when they fly through that there is, an intersection here. You might run into someone if you're not listening to air traffic control. Speaking of which, we need to build an air traffic control building as well as a hangar for our airplanes, and I'm going to build a few of those in the future here. But for now, we got to also get this area flattened out, kind of take that out. I know I've already done so much over there, and right there. But we do have to do a little bit more right here in order to get the feel for it. But let's also wait for nighttime here, just so we can go ahead and get a cool view of this place from the sky. Look at that beautiful sunset right there. Oh my God, it's so gorgeous. Almost as gorgeous as me. But let's go ahead and get up into that sky so you can see what I'm talking about here. All right, here we go. This is the grand reveal of the desynchronized lighting, but also the strip in general, the airport runways. There they are, and oh my God, it's a mess. Oh, it's horrible. Oh, but it's all I can do. I can't really do much about it. Here, let me go ahead and go way over here this direction to unload the lights and then reload them so you see what I'm talking about. All right, so this ain't exactly going to be a smooth ride here, but that's okay because we're just doing a proof of concept. As we load in these chunks, the lights should also load in, or at least the sources to where the lights turn on and off. Let's see. Oh my God, it's horrible. Oh, it's still bad. Okay. Maybe there is something I can do about this. I'll do a little bit of digging around to see, but wow. Okay. That's crazy. Let's get a nice little perched up view here. There's my village, by the way. This thing I fortified for doing raids, but then all the villagers died, and I've never bothered to refill it to get totems or anything, so it's just kind of a long-lost project from a long time ago. But here we are. This is the landing strip. Yeah, it's okay. let's just not worry about that. Let's go ahead and maybe we'll make it constant lighting. Maybe we'll just have the lights on at all times because the blinking thing didn't quite work out for me. But for now, we're going to build ourselves a nice little hangar and get started on the last time lapse of the episode. Hopefully, we're going to be building that hangar, the air traffic control tower, and some nice little airplanes. You know, I built these tracks a long time ago near the beginning of the series, but I never actually utilized them ever. And today is the day. We are going to do a nice little drive-by of our new airport here and check it out. But if we just angle this way, you can see it. In fact, let me go ahead and get into the proper angle. Whoa! Oh my god. There it is. Oh yeah. Oh my god, I am horrible at F5. Oh, and now we're leaving it away. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and fly through the brand new addition to, of course, the forest. This nice little cliffside here has all these new trees, and it is just the usual spruce trees going about. But look at this. It's amazing. I love it. And it is a great 50th episode thing to build. We have ourselves a completed, well, actually, that's a lie. I still have some blocks to put down over there. But we do have a very much completed airway here. You can see off in the distance that airplane. It looks beautiful. And of course we have our watchtower. This is the old school one for when the pilots would come in and the air traffic control would communicate with them. But then they upgraded to this nice brand new air traffic control building up here. But this is our almost completed interior. Yes, I did this off camera because I did not have it designed when I was doing all those time lapses. And my god, this episode has been filled with time lapses. It is my treat to you all for the beginning of this new year in 2024. And I just want to go over what we got going on in both this interior here, that interior there, and then we'll end the episode off. I think that should pretty much do it. So in here we have ourselves the airplane, and this is the same exact design as the one way over here. And it is a simple little just, you know, one person airplane, maybe two. There's a person that could fit in the back there, I suppose. There's no interior to the airplane, of course, but we have our propellers. We have this nice little strip going along, the supports for the wings, these little flappy things that they use to lift and land. I'm not sure what they're called, but of course we got the landing gear and a parking spot for this thing and a safety zoning strip so people don't get hurt when they're working on the airplane itself. And then a nice little area to play cards, a place to take lunch, a workbench area, a place to sleep when I've been working on this whole project itself, and a back entrance to the airport terminal. And this right here is where we will start because this is where all the customers would come in. Now, I don't really have a TSA. I guess you could just imagine there's a person right here checking bags. I don't know. This is a very small airport. It would be very much domestic flights. It wouldn't be regional, and it definitely wouldn't be international. Now, of course, there's a bathroom here with nothing in it. Don't worry about that. That has no purpose. There is a back entrance here. We have ourselves a nice check-in desk, and then we have an elevator over here, which does actually have a nice little elevator interior. And then we've got these nice little shroom lights. I like this design, by the way. It uses the anvil at the top there to make it look like it's connected to the roof, but you have to use the half slab there in order to make it work. But I like that. I think I want to incorporate it some more in my builds. But let's go ahead and head into the waiting terminal here. And, oh, I completely forgot. I was supposed to put a water fountain here. Ay, ay, ay. Just when you think you've got all your ducks in a row, you don't really. You gotta go back and find all the things you need. But, that's just the way the cookie crumbles here. And where is my redstone box? Ah, there we go. I should have... perfect. Okay. Where was I? Ah, yes. The lobby of waiting. Here we go. Okay, we'll just put that there. And where did my trip hook? Ah, there it is. I swear, that thing is invisible. But there we go. A nice water cooler for all the people waiting for their flight, even though there'd probably be like 2 or 3 people waiting in here. But this is it. It's nice and simple. It's very cozy, And then this is the exterior here. I added in all these after the time lapse because I realized I forgot to put those there, as I usually always do with some of the things that go on. I kind of like go in with a bit more detailing after the fact just because I don't want to focus too much on the smaller details while I am doing the time lapses, because then I would just be spending way too much time and you would see me kind of standing around in one spot or looking into a shulker for like good portions of the time lapse. But this is the last part. This is the employee only zone, and this is basically where all the air traffic control is actually occurring. Also, don't even have a door there. Oh my god. Oh, okay, good. At least it's on call. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now I think we're finally done with this place. But here we go. Nice little bookshelf area. Incomplete closet. We have the other end of the elevator. These are the lookout positions where they look through these telescopes, I would say. I'm not quite sure what to call them, but I think they make it look like you're looking out at where people are landing and taking off. Okay, what was it again? People are taking off on this one and then landing on this one. Yeah. So they're landing on this side but taking off on that one. And that has to do with the way the wind blows through this valley and that valley over there. But you know what? Speaking of taking off, I think it's time we take off ourselves and end off today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I am Uni, and I am jogging it out today. If you like this video, please make sure to leave it a like because I would really appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. And make sure to subscribe as well while you're at it because that would definitely help out a lot. And I will see you for the rest of this year in 2024 for many more episodes to come. And I will see you guys next time.